Welcome back to our series Getting Started. My name is Gordon Dodderman. I'm from FTC Team 8372 Trial and Terror, and today we will be going over how to use variables.
So a variable, put simply, is a named value that you can change. You can imagine this almost like a named drawer. You can take this drawer and name it, and then at any time you can pull out that drawer and see what you have inside of it, and even replace what is inside the drawer. So variables have different types of things they can store, so different things that you can put in your drawer. You have int, which is basically a number but no decimal. Doubles, which is the integer with a decimal place or decimal point. A boolean is a true or false, 1 or 0 value, yes or no, whatever you want to call it. Basically, you can imagine a button like on, off, yes, no. Char is a single character, so anything you push on your keyboard, that is a character. And a string is just a string of characters as it would sound. So to create your drawer, you first need to declare it. So the general syntax for this is your data type, so what you want your drawer to store, then your name of your drawer equals whatever you want to put in your drawer at first, followed by a semicolon. So an example of this would be making a drawer or a variable speed equals 1. So basically now speed holds 1, and then later on you can just be like, okay, what's speed? That's that. So you can also declare a variable without an initial value by just taking out the equal sign and the initial value, and it will just create it as empty. So another type of variable that is practically an extension of the other variable types is a constant. So you can make any of your variables constant by, when you declare it, adding public final static before the data type. So it'd be public final static data type desired name equals init value. Now what this does is it makes it such that constants cannot be changed throughout the entire program. You cannot edit them or do anything like that. Now one quick note about constants is that you have to name them all caps, and where spaces would normally be, you put underscores. So to change a variable, or to change what's inside your drawer, you have to basically just take your variable name equals your whatever you want inside of it now. So you can just change this whenever, just put that like speed equals 2. It's pretty straightforward. However, you can also set your variables to arithmetic equivalents to other variables. So another variable you have plus a certain number. And this can add a lot of diversity to what you're doing with your programs. So as for arithmetic symbols, you have multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction like normal. Multiplication is an asterisk and a division is a forward slash. However, there's also a new one called modulus. Now modulus, rather than returning the answer of a division, it rather returns the remainder. So 16 mod 3 would be 1, because 16 goes into, or 3 goes into 16 5 times and leaves 1 left over. Keep in mind that there's no native exponential symbol such as an upward caret like there normally is in calculators. There are methods to do so, but just keep that in mind that you shouldn't write a upward caret. So a quick way to modify variables is very simple, is just modifying itself by 1 or taking 1 away. So let's say you want to increment or decrement your current variable by 1. You can simply add a plus plus at the end of a variable in its own line, and that will just modify the variable by 1. So let's say speed, you want to increase it by 1, speed plus plus, semicolon, it's now like 2 if it was 1 before. You can also modify a variable by the following number. So you can multiply it, divide it, subtract it, add it, just by saying the symbol equals and then the number you want to modify the variable by.